Alright guys, before the video starts, we want you to watch the whole thing because we've got a couple of questions at the end for you, alright? We want to know what you want us to do and what you want to see us do to this little JDM nugget, alright?
And it can't be sell it.
No, definitely not sell it because we both love it. So, let's get into the video. Welcome to this week's video. Now we're going to be showing you my brand new car. But first, a bit about the journey, alright? So, about 2 days ago, right? This is Thursday. I made the arduous trek from Brisbane to Home Hill. Now it's about 14 hours, alright, and it's quite a big feat, alright, quite a big feat. But talking about feet, my foot was like this, 14 hours, the entire journey. My right foot, exactly like that. Sometimes you swap feet, you know, you put your left one there and your right one gets a rest, but the majority of the way it was like this. Why, you ask? No cruise control. This thing is a little JDM nugget, or a big one, who knows. But anyway, let's talk about the car before showing it to you.
Lads and ladettes. First of all, before we talk about any little bit about the car, I'm addressing the comments. We are broke car connoisseurs, not expensive, not rich, not billionaires, not we have nice cars connoisseurs. No, we are broke car connoisseurs. Someone commented that we're going to get an RX-7, cost 70k. Someone said a Supra, what, they're like 50k and you get like a manged out version. Someone said an R34 GTR. How much are they, Dante?
About 250,000.
250,000, bro. The car that Dante bought, it's a bit of a nugget. He linked it to me. I hated it. I didn't want it. I was like, bro, waste of coin. Waste of coin, bro. He pulled up in it. I hopped in it. The suspension sagged. I loved it. Alright, I've fallen in love with this car. That was a little hint there, the suspension sagged. Over there, I'm looking at it right now, it's got a green number plate. In Queensland where we live, green number plate means the car's at least 20 years old. It's a 20-year-old nugget. You may be thinking, ooh, an old Sylvia with shitty suspension? No, even worse. But I love it. It's a Nissan
Micra. A Nissan Micra. Now you're probably wondering, why on earth did I buy a Nissan Micra? Well, me too. Alright guys, let me go over the logistics and the reasons.
Can I just say first, mate? Your body's as big as this car.
Yeah, I know.
How tall are you, Dante? You're not a very tall man, but...
I'm like 6 foot or something like that. Yeah, this car's bloody miniature.
Boys, he's not 6 foot, don't believe him. He's like 5'8". Anyway, come on.
Let's go over the reasons why, you know, why would I buy such a car, alright? So I was looking online for this new car, and I was like, I'm gonna go for something cheap, because broke car connoisseurs, right? Had a look around. The only ones I could find were like clapped out, bloody old, I don't know, just clapped out cars. But then I came across this, and I was like, oh bloody hell. It's clean, it's an original owner, 50 something thousand Ks on a 1997 Nissan Micra. And I thought, that's a good deal. So I bought it.
Boys and girls, to be fair, I'm quite tall. I'm above average height, but like I'm taller than this car when the hood's up. I'm touching the front windscreen. I'm touching the windscreen.
It's a big car, alright.
Why did we buy this?
Oh, whatever. You look like a giant. The headrest is like in line with your neck rather than your head.
Boys, come on in. Now Dante, do you love this car?
Mate, I absolutely love this car. I didn't think I'd like it so much. I thought, oh yeah, this thing's a little JDM rocket, a little nugget. Took it for a drive, I couldn't stop laughing, I couldn't stop smiling. It's so good.
I think I think the good thing about this car, ladies and gentlemen, I'm probably sweating as hell because I tried hopping in the boot, but I honestly think the good part about this car is it is funny. Like, the best part is look at this big thing. Dante put this on aftermarket. Look, you just saw how big I am compared to the car. This thing is 2 of my hands. And look, brand new stereo system as well.
Yes, had to have the Bluetooth for the journey back.
But I think the best thing about this car is that it's a joke. Like, we're not serious. We didn't buy a nice car that we're actually going to do up properly and put good power into it or anything like that. This is just an absolute joke of a car. I think it's perfect. I love it.
Alright guys, so at the start of the video I said we had a question for you, right at the end. Here's our question, alright? So we've got some mods planned. Brakes at the rear, they're drum. We want to change them to rotors. Obviously, the suspension, I mean, I can't really show it when...
No, you can there.
There you go, alright? The suspension needs to be changed. Rims, and then finally, the holy grail of them all, a fatty turbo kit. Now, what you need to keep in mind, a turbo kit on this thing, it'll be pushing about 170 horsepower at the wheels.
And how much does this weigh, Dante?
800 kilos, all right? So 170 horsepower at the front wheels at 800 kilos. Do the maths. 5.5 seconds, 0 to 100, all right? This thing's going to be fast, okay? Now, something you need to keep in mind, this stuff's not gonna happen overnight, all right? We are broke car connoisseurs. It is budgeted for, so we're looking at about 6 to 8 months, but it's not gonna be something that happens instantly. All right, guys, so with all of this information, we wanna know, sleeper spec or sex spec? Sleeper spec would be, as you see it right now, the only things changed would be the things that you can't see from the outside. Sex spec, it would be a whole new paint job, rims, lower it,
interior,
make it just look just pristine, all right?
Like
so
a
it's
show
something
car.
that, yeah, when you rock up to the lights, you look to your left and you go, damn, that's a nice looking Micra. And then it chops you and you're like, damn, that's
Double
a nice
damn.
ass Micra. All right, so you want it like that? Or do you reckon it's just a sleeper? They look over, they hear the turbo spilling up, they go, turbo from the factory, which it's not. They don't know anything about Micras because I
It's
don't
a
either.
Micra.
All right. So they go, it's just a Micra. Who cares? They're not going to chop me. Then I chop them. All right. Chop them hard. Big turbo flutter. Big blow-off valve. We want to know from you guys. All right.
there.
Let us know.
Which one
Sleeper
should we
spec
do?
or sex spec? Now, if you're this far into the video, the word for this week,
I think it has to. It has to be Micra.
turbo Micra.
Ooh.
Turbo Micra. All right. I'm thinking turbo Micra. All right. Comment below, turbo Micra. Tell us what you think. Do you like the idea of the build? Do you like the mods we've got planned?
Do you like the car in general?
Yeah, we do. We hope you do too. So anyway, I'll give you some fingertips and we'll see you next week.